So, fun fact. When it comes to ejaculation, you can kind of think about it as something that people would find immoral in public. But get this, ejaculation comes out at 27 miles per hour, which is like close to like your typical 50 something kph, making it illegal in a school zone. So, my question is if at any point in our lives we actually had our ejaculations coming at a much slower rate, does that mean that we do it outside or around school areas?
And we want to welcome all y'all to Fan of a Fan, and this is strictly only for the fans.
I've never really understood it because, in a sense, you kind of think about the whole speed restriction. Because, like, if I did it in like a regular residential area, it's technically illegal, but I can do it in my bedroom. It doesn't even make sense. Like, just try thinking about it for a second. You've been doing this for a minute. Like, you even go home, you're doing your five lives, and it comes out at 27 miles an hour. Then you kind of think about it. His story still wants you to take it slow, which I honestly think is bullshit, but she wants you to take it slow. If your own system, your own ejaculation can't take it slow, how the hell is it that you're supposed to take it slow? Like, I've not really understood it. But, anyways, that aside, we do have a podcast to do, and I have a guest who's waiting on the other side. So I might as well start. So, in typical fashion, welcome to Breaktime on West Side, your number one breaktime podcast, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. The man on the mic is a man who was born through 27 miles an hour. He is a man whose sickness for the thickness prevents him from skinny dipping. It is none other than your tall, dark, and mildly handsome man, Sir Denver B. The show is Fan of a Fan, the show that happens during my own quote-unquote holiday period, where I get to do the show with somebody who is a fan of the podcast so that, you can listen to someone else besides me, because for some reason, my beautiful voice can sometimes be spiced up with somebody else's ugly voice. Anyways, today I have
Wow.
Wow. Can you wait for me to at least bring you in?
No. Ugly voice? Okay.
Okay, yours is debatable. It depends on the next person that will listen to you. So my fan today happens to be one of my homies from way back. We've known each other since childhood. He's been a big fan of the podcast. Apparently, he likes to listen to it while jogging. Maybe helps him run because, just like my form of cardio, he runs his mouth just as much as he runs his legs. I am talking about none other than Dan Isaaka. Dan Isaaka, what's up?
I'm good. What's up? Hello, internet.
Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for coming on. It's been a long time coming. I'm sure us guys discussing about having you on was like one of those things that almost seemed like it wouldn't happen, but at least it finally did.
We did. It's actually been well over a year, which I wanted to do a podcast with you. It's actually my first one, so I hope it'll be like a learning curve for me. Something
Yeah, man.
I'd pick up.
Yeah, plus it's super easy. It's usually just standing on a mic and just talking. So as long as you maintain that, I think you should be good for the first few episodes. Then you'll probably have to think about stuff. Now, we should probably move it on. So I sent you a video which we're supposed to look at, and it's a video that just happens to talk about babes, something me and you actually talk about from time to time. So I'm gonna play it, then we can discuss it from there. Alright?
Okay.
Alright, so here it is.
Yeah. So then you say men suck, and I ask this question all the time. You complain about men, but are you being the type of a woman that a man would want, right? It's a self-perpetuating problem. And then you say that, and they, oh my God, Candace is a horrible human being. And I'm looking at you going, I'm not a dude. I wouldn't date you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, again, self-perpetuating problem. Not enough women calling out the fact that women are not desirable right now, in my opinion, right? They're sexually desirable, but I wouldn't want to take you home to mom desirable.
All right. First question. Do you think you're desirable as a human being?
I think so. I mean, I'm a catch. I might not be that tall, but then I'm dark, I'm handsome, I'm smart. So yeah, I'd argue that I'm actually a decent human being and I deserve love.
All right. At least you've defended yourself there. Some of us, like we were saying before we started, we have a face that only mothers can love. So hello, MILFs. I'm here and I'm calling.
You should probably click on those ads on PH.
Oh, by the way, I've actually thought about clicking on those ads, but for the most part, it doesn't make sense because usually when you think about it, if a babe is fine, whether she's got a kid or not, whether she's married or not, it's not like she's gonna run to the internet to pick you up. She probably has like at least a couple of guys that want to hit. Because usually they tell them, no, I can't do it. I have a husband, I have a family, blah, blah, blah. But the minute they want to play like a proper outside game, bro, they will call up some random guy you didn't even know about. There's even the gardener, there's the person that takes them home, there's the Uber driver.
The Shamba boy.
Bro, especially the Shamba boy.
They have life. Imagine free accommodation.
True.
You're getting paid.
Exactly.
And you get to bang your employer's wife. Fam, that's win-win-win for me.
Yeah. Makes you want to become a Shamba boy. All right, now back to the video. I don't know, what do you think about what this babe said? Do you feel like it's true that babes right now aren't desirable besides in a sexual sense?
Let me just start by saying I saw this meme. The caption was, I've never had a female say I had a good nigga but I fucked up. And my first reaction was, what fuckboy wrote this foolishness? But if you actually like take a step back and listen to what she said towards the end of the video, she was like, babes are calling out niggas for being shit, but they bring nothing to the table. So I feel she spoke a lot of sense in that. So yeah, true. I agree with her.
Yeah. I also do kind of agree with her, especially considering that I was looking at one of those clips that guys really circulate around, the one with Cat Williams, where the guy was actually complaining that as a woman in your 20s, in your 30s right now, you can't be complaining about, oh, niggas ain't shit. Like, it's you and your pussy. Like, you need to be questioning why it is you are attracting ain't shit niggas. True. You get?
True.
So even in line with that meme, I totally agree with it. Because the problem is probably you. Like, you might actually be the problem here. Like, it could be how you relate with people. It could be the kind of crowds that you keep. But in a sense, it is actually true. You are the one that is bringing up these issues with ancient niggas. Now, what I did actually kind of think about was, like, a lot of the babes that you'll hate, a lot of the babes that you'll chill with, like, how many of them would you actually classify as, like, wife material?
Negative. It's a strong 0 for me at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, strong 0.
I don't know, because I've been with a couple of older ones. I could probably take them on a few, but I'm not gonna lie, there's quite a number of them that I'm like, they could be a wife, it's just they wouldn't exactly be the type of wife I'd want to marry. Because you know very well.
Denver, you're contradicting yourself. Yourself.
I'm not exactly contradicting myself. Like, some of them are wife material. It's just that they're not wife material for me. Like, there's guys that are willing to take your insecure behavior. There's guys that are willing to take most of the BS that you're willing to throw at them, simply because they want to be with you. So in other words, all I'm saying is, I happen to chill with a couple of fine babes here and there, and some okay ones. But you think about it, or at least I usually think about it. A lot of the babes that are there right now, when you listen to how they talk, I probably wouldn't marry most of them. So in a sense, maybe it just means that I'm looking for the one.
We're all looking for the one, all of us. But to build up on what you say, I believe that with how we are today as a society, both locally and worldwide, it's not that relationships are not working. It's just that we're in a very gray area where, as you can see, women are getting like more rights, more empowerment.
Yeah.
And maybe that also means some things should be equal.
True.
But some things are left unresolved.
That's true. I don't know why. For some reason, it feels as though like we're a society that's full of gray areas. Because you think about it, friends with benefits is technically a gray area. Like, not unless if you have like proper rules. Friends with benefits is always gonna be a gray area. Because it's like, you guys can smash, but that's it. Sometimes you might want to cuddle, but Shorty is like, nah, if we cuddle, I catch feelings. If I catch feelings, then nah.
Then what's the point of...
Exactly. And let's not play ourselves. Most of the times when you're friends with benefits with someone, you know very well, no matter how fine they are, no matter how well they throw it back, you're not going to start dating this person. Nah.
You won't. Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You've had a friends with benefits before, no?
Yeah. One or two.
A couple.
Yeah.
Older ones. You told us at the beginning of the podcast.
One or two.
So how do those go for you?
They actually went pretty well. Luckily, I haven't had too many issues with friends with benefits. Like, I've been lucky enough and I've been choosy enough that I've gotten good ones. Because the minute you realize that they're bringing issues, like, you're so ready to drop them. So, if it would have turned into a friends with benefits in the future, it probably didn't go too far. So, it was like, you hit once, you probably hit a second time. Then, as you're thinking about it, somebody just fucks up somewhere in the middle. Somebody usually just fucks
Someone
up.
just does.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at some point, I just decided, you know what? It's not worth doing it. Let me just go back to the streets. And plus, most of the time I was doing this, I was in uni. And I don't know, like, there's girls everywhere. So
Yeah, true. Someone said pussy is a renewable source of energy because we get new every day.
oh, whoever the hell it is that said that,
That's me. Yeah.
bro,
Said it.
you deserve your Nobel Peace Prize. Although at the same time, some babe would probably still come up and say that dick is a renewable source of energy. Because if you think about it, us guys give dick a hell of a lot easier than babes give out pussy.
But then, is it quality though?
Well, not all of it, but at the same time, it's not like all pussy is good quality. Like, you
True.
think about it. But anyways, actually, weirdly enough, we kind of digressed from this. Because I wanted to ask you another question.
Sure, go ahead.
Considering the kinds of babes we have right now, would you be with a babe who has an OnlyFans?
Who has an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have the emotional capacity to handle that.
Kwani, what emotions are required? It's on OnlyFans. That's it.
I know it's an OnlyFans, bro. But I feel like if you have an OnlyFans, let's say even if it's like your source of income,
Yeah.
it'll still hurt either way.
I don't know. Considering, okay, would I have a problem with a babe who had an OnlyFans? Because
Would you?
where I think about it, one, if this babe has an OnlyFans where her content is just her giving herself the pleasure, then why the hell not? Because, even though people look at it, I'm still the one that gets the goods. And that's a good thing. Then also there's the money part. If she's using the money to help build the both of us, then who am I to complain? I'm there for it. But considering that last year alone, OnlyFans was hacked twice.
Last year alone.
Yeah, bro, last year beginning, it was hacked. In the middle of the year, it was hacked again. And I'm assuming that both of those times there was someone who was doing it purely for the fun of impressing his homies. So you think about it. Like, I wouldn't mind dating the babe. I wouldn't mind hitting it from time to time. But the most that would ever go to is just me dating her. And even that
you dating her.
relationship.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe the way you've put it,
Yeah.
I can date you, but then I don't think a girl with an OnlyFans is someone I'd be willing to take home to my mom.
Well, it's not like your mom will find the OnlyFans. Unless your mom watches OnlyFans. Does your mom watch OnlyFans?
No, she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. But then, don't you think it'll be like awkward? You're going for your Rora show, and then your uncle is, you look really familiar. Really, really familiar.
Yo, by the way, that would be mad. I would be mad.
Then imagine like during your wedding, everyone is like, Sule, uyu nule, let's say, let's give
Joanne.
Joanne Blossom. Sule Joanne Blossom OnlyFans, bruh. I don't know about you. I don't know. Would you be comfortable announcing your vows and people are just like, voila, it's just her. You get.
Bro, the way you came up with Blossom was a little too quick.
Bruh. It makes sense, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but bro, like, how would you read those vows? It'll probably be one of those times when you're just chilling there and like you just pull out that piece of paper and you're like, ever since the first time I saw you on the internet, I just thought to myself, I have to have this babe. Bro, the minute you start by stating that statement right there, guys will know that it's post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
Because you know that post-nut clarity that usually comes in right after you've like you've done a quick Fiverr live and you're just chilling, then the video's going on. You are doing research and then you think about it and you're just like, yo, this baby is so fine. Like, you could have done so much more with your life. Like, I'm sure you'd probably make a great wife considering how well you give yourself to this whole thing. The minute you start getting those thoughts, that's when you're like, by the way, imagine if this person was your wife. Bro, now think about those vows. Will those vows ever be the same?
I think so. I feel like if you're going to write vows,
Yeah.
it's something you should do from the heart.
True.
And no matter whether your girl, your future ex-wife, maybe, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
But I have heard that,
Mhm.
well, actually, even from just the people that I've spoken to, there is no single relationship that has had constant sex where both people actually have problems with each other. So maybe it might actually work out. The only problem is I fear for my kids.
why? How so?
Bro, like just think about Kim K's kids for a second. These kids, when they get to high school, because that's when the disses will reach the proper peak for them in their childhood. That's when they will start hearing people saying, oh, the only reason why you guys are famous is because your mom was in a sex tape. And guess what? We've seen her on Pornhub.
Oof,
Like, you think
that's-
about it.
That's a bit hard to hear.
Exactly. So I don't know, like it's tough. It's actually kind of tough. Like, I wouldn't mind being the babe who has an OnlyFans, but that extra bit of getting married and having kids, there's too many problems that are there. And the internet never forgets. Plus, OnlyFans can get hacked again. Then my uncle will end up viewing her videos.
So, as a follow-up,
Mm-hmm.
let me ask. So, you asked me, would I be comfortable having a babe who runs her OnlyFans page?
Yeah.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say, is it like limited only to OnlyFans, or maybe let's say stuff like Instagram, stuff like Snapchat? Because I think on social media, the way it is right now, you just it's like a tier system of OnlyFans. So maybe Instagram could be the softcore version of OnlyFans. No, Snapchat.
Oh yeah, it actually is.
Snapchat could be that. Then if you go a tier down, maybe Instagram. But then
Yeah.
it's more or less the same thing.
That's true. Because, okay, I don't spend that much time on Snapchat, but I know Instagram is like the bottom tier of like getting to the OnlyFans level. Then there's the people that will skip it up to Snapchat and say maybe Twitter. Then now there's the OnlyFans level where it's like pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like, would I mind being with a babe that does the same things? If I'm comfortable with her doing it, then I should be comfortable being with her. But ideally, like, there's a certain amount which you look at and you kind of start getting uncomfortable with. If I feel like you're showing a bit too much, then I'll probably even lose interest before I meet you. So, like, that's kind of where it's at for me. I don't know. Because, like, I've always asked myself, what kind of babe do I want in the now? Like, the kind of babe that I'd want for, like, the future. And it's pretty simple. For me, there's that physical compatibility, so she has to be fine. She kind of has to understand, stuff like my love language and shit. Like, sometimes I like to be small spoon. So, probably I like being held. Then, like, you have to know how to throw it back. And it's someone that we can, like, work together and build each other up. So my question is, like, will that babe kind of fit that? So I don't know, like, what kind of babe do you want to have?
Fam, so long as I'm involved, I'm down with it. Then maybe you can work from there. But to be honest,
you're the photographer.
I've stopped doing photography for a bit. Actually, I felt as if it was a lot of vanity. Also quit my social media because anyway, that's maybe something we'll talk some other time. But what type of babe do I want? For me, it's simple actually. Just 4 things. Number 1, lazima ujue kupika chapo.
So
chapo.
cooking.
So cooking is a must. Second of all, I just need a shure who can respect me as a person.
Facts.
Then 3 and 4, I don't really care.
So whether she's good between the sheets or not, you're good.
Good between the sheets?
Yeah.
Oh, so 3, you should be like good between the sheets.
Alright, okay.
Be adventurous, yeah. We should keep it exciting. Then for number 4,
wait until you start being whipped.
A hint of daddy issues. A hint.
Explain yourself. Why
like
the daddy
hint.
issues? Why
I
do you
don't
want to
know.
call you daddy?
Who doesn't want to be called daddy?
But that's actually true. Like, I remember starting the podcast and saying, no, I won't care. I don't want to be called Zari. Oh, shock on me. I've been called that before. And my goodness, like, that thing does something for you. As in, it's like it massages your chest on another level.
Fam, as in once you call daddy, if you're a 5-stroke nigga, you have an extra of like 2 more. So
True.
you end up like keeping the show going.
Hey, bro, like if you're used to 43 seconds, you'll probably hit 50.
Exactly. So a little like encouragement goes a long way between the shits.
Exactly, man. That is so true. All right, so this discussion with Dan went on for a lot longer than the time that it's had over here, to the extent that we ended up actually having 2 episodes instead of just 1. So part 2 will be coming out next week at the same time, where we kind of dive into other things and Dan talks a lot more than he did on this one. So make sure you stay tuned for that. In the meantime, if you do have any thoughts, comments, and feedback on whatever's been said so far, feel free to drop them in the DMs of @BreakTimeOnWestside on IG, because the DMs are always open there. On Facebook as well, it is @BreakTimeOnWestside, and on Twitter, you can slide into my personal DMs @BagakaTheD. Thank you so much for listening all the way till the end, and if you are listening on Castbox, feel free to drop your thoughts and comments below, and I will attend to them accordingly. But that being said, I will catch you guys on the next break.